So we should be live, Brett, I think.
Yeah.
Can you give us a thumbs up in the chat to let us know sound's working alright, guys? It's a bit hard to tell from this side. So, we've had some questions in already, Brett.
Yeah.
So, Jim Rogers. Hello, everyone, by the way. Jim
Hello.
Rogers. Hi, Brett. Can I ask a question about how to book lessons so I know the process, as I am sure your diary is filling up rapidly?
Yeah, so lessons, if you go on to my Instagram, Brett Winstanley Shooting, and just send me a direct message through there and we'll get them booked.
So, if it goes on your Instagram.
Yeah.
And
send me a message and I'll get back to you.
Alright, guys, so keep the questions coming in. Like I say, give us a thumbs up in chat just to let us know the sound's working. Because we're finding his feet with this a bit, to be fair. And it turns out Brett's internet is rubbish. So, so Jasper Bull's put a few questions in.
Yeah.
Going to be shooting my first registered shoot soon. What advice would you give for people in the early stages of their competition journey? Also, what balance of training, practice versus competing?
Yeah, good question. I think depending on how long you've been shooting, definitely book some lessons with somebody. They can point you in the right direction, but just have fun and try and keep it simple. You know, think about what you're doing in the stand. Have some structure towards your shooting. Really look where the plays are coming from. You know, look where your gun hole's going to be, your eyes are going to be, look where your kill points are going to be. Just kind of simplise the stand, if you will. That's probably the best thing to do. Just have fun on your first competition, yeah. But kind of set the score for yourself. You know, set a goal and then work on that, and then you can build off that. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I think for me as well. I mean, I started 4 years ago. I think when I first registered, and a lot of people I think don't shoot a registered for ages because they think, oh, I'm not good enough. But just get out there and have a go. You'll start learning the etiquette, get a feel for how it works, process,
Yeah.
you know, and how to interact between stands and stuff like that. What I always find is if you've got a group of people who don't know each other, it takes till about stand 4 or 5 before everyone starts talking to each other a bit.
Yeah.
You might get a few good shots and stuff like that, but yeah, before anyone starts properly talking, you usually seem to takes a few stands to get going. But I mean, like I say, my advice would be just get out there, get registered on one and have a go.
Yeah, exactly. And just, you know, pick who you're shooting with as well. Make sure you're shooting with someone who's got the same kind of mindset as yourself, same kind of goals. Because if you're just shooting with someone who just wants to have fun, they're not gonna, you know, they're gonna bring you down. You want to be going in there, hitting everything you can. So, yeah, and good luck to you as well. What's his name?
So it's Jasper Bull.
Jasper Bull. Good luck to you, Jasper. Let me know how you get on.
Yeah, keep us posted and like I say, just go out and enjoy it. So next question coming in is from Alan Holtham. Hi Brett, do you use the same cartridge all the way through a comp or do you vary grams depending on target? So
Yeah.
would you switch your grams out? I mean, I'll switch between sizes a little bit, 7.5
Yeah.
8s,
Usually the competitions over here in the UK are 28 gram only, so you definitely use 28 gram. 7.5s or 8. Rio's got a load of 8s in at the moment, so I've been using 8s. But yeah, I kind of prefer the 7.5s. I use just 7.5s and the new chokes 22 thou both barrels.
Yeah, I think 7.5 is good all round, isn't it? Really, you're not going to be worried about stuff being too close, but you still got that out punch going out to bigger targets.
Yeah, and it's another thing as well. Keep it simple. You know, just if you're a choke changer, that's fine, but just keep it simple and use the same shot size. You're thinking about less because there's still a lot to think about when you're shooting. So just keep it really simple and go for it.
Cool. So we've got Matt Martin. Hi Brett, thanks for taking time to do this. I've got a question regarding consistency. What would you say the key fundamentals were for you in developing this? he's saying he's in double A, but he's struggling to maintain his form at the minute.
Okay. Yeah. We all go through these kind of phases, and I think set up a good training program. Like Jasper was asking there, actually. What balance there is. You want to be practicing more than you competing. So if you can shoot 250 shells a week practice, and then 100 competition a week, I think that's about right. But quality practice, you want to be practicing quality, not just pulling the trigger. Practice like you're shooting a competition.
And would you sort of make a plan what you're going to go and practice that day, or set it out? I mean, I know I'll go practice sometimes, and after half an hour I'll sort of get a bit bored. Usually start just shooting targets rather than focusing on a plan or trying to achieve something.
Well, the thing is, you never know what the competition target's going to be like, so you want to be just practicing a variation of things. But the main thing is to just keep your gun hold on point. So, making sure the gun's in the right spot, the eyes are in the right spot. So to practice that and play around with that, that's what I'd suggest.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, that practice with a focus and a plan to
practicing that you shoot a competition.
Yeah. And don't do like me, who hasn't done any practice for ages. Just shoots competitions not very well, as we found out at the British Open today.
Yeah, but we're going to get better, Mike. I'm going to help you out.
Definitely. Well, certainly a lot to work on. Cool. So, next question's from Les Ranger, who says, Brett, will you, in detail, tell the audience why you changed from full choke to, I think that's light improved modified choke?
Yeah. I think I'm always looking to be perfect, and I'm always looking for little things that's going to help me. And I've spoke a lot with Ivan at Teague about it, and I'm definitely getting a better pattern. I just think I'm actually going through a little bit of a bad spell at the moment. I've got things going on outside of shooting that I'm thinking about, and I think I'm exhausted as well. From competing in Dubai at the end of January to now, I've shot a lot of clays this year. I've shot thousands and thousands of shells, and I'm actually exhausted. I actually just landed 2 hours ago from the World Compact in France. So again, we didn't perform well over there. I shot 193, come 18th, which is nowhere near. So I'm pretty disappointed in that. But I think next year I'm just going to select certain competitions and really concentrate on that instead of just shooting everything I can. Because you can't win everything, and you can't place at the top at every shoot.
It's tricky as well. I think with Compact, I mean, you've only to be off your game. What was that, over 4 days?
Over 4 days, yeah. And Thomas Jerry straightened the whole thing, so he shot 200, which is crazy. But one of us were going to do it, and maybe not 200, but yeah, incredible shooting. And in Compact, you can't really miss, as we said at Barbary. It's hundreds really.
That's it. Like I say, and over 4 days, you've only half a day to be off your game a little bit, and a few targets away at Compact. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, just selecting the competitions. Sorry, I forgot what was the.
More about why you switched to choke.
Right, yeah. So the choking, I'm getting a better pattern through this now, so it's not as tight. And yes, I probably shouldn't have changed, but it's silly of me really. But we're always looking for perfection and little changes that's going to help us. And we patterned the gun before and patterned it after, and it's holding a better pattern. It's holding a more consistent spread, a little bit bigger. But yeah, maybe it is in my head. Maybe look, with the Miracle I've got, I can just get a new set of barrels.
So
it's not, I've not lost it completely.
It's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Because if you don't try stuff, you don't know. But like I say, that wider spread, even if it's 1 or 2 targets around, it's giving you at your level, that's making a big difference.
It is, and speaking to Brendan Powell and Derek Main about it, the guys have shot a lot of shells and done a lot of testing, and they're saying that's the best pattern you're going to get for a shotgun is the 22 thous both barrels, between 22 and 25 thou. So yeah.
Cool. Hi Adam, good to see you this morning. Hope you shot better than I did. Martin from White Rose Shooting's on as well. I think he might be with us on Thursday. I think. I think he's at. Are we on at 9?
9:09.
9:09. Oh, we're not with you, Martin, but we'll be catching you up. So I'll try and get you on film. He wanted me to film him a bit. I think he's trying to get back into his own filming. But Martin's asking, would you say there's a benefit of shooting two 100 bird comps in a day rather than two 100 bird comps on separate days? You see a lot of top shops shooting 200 targets in the same day.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on that is depending on what kind of conditioning you have of shooting shells. Really, I mean, it's like fitness. If you're conditioned well and you're fit, you can do more. It's the same with shooting. If you're only used to shooting 100 a day, I'd probably stick to that. Depending on what you're shooting on practice as well. If you're shooting thousands at practice, then you'll be able to do 200 in the day, no problem. But I would suggest spreading it out and really concentrating on the 2 days, and that'd be more fun spreading it over 2 days.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I shot the sport trap today in the morning, and then the sporting in the afternoon, and I must admit, towards the end of sporting, heat as well.
Yeah.
But I was feeling a bit fatigued.
You want to be concentrating on just 100 targets a day, I'd say, and really focusing on that. And depending on the competition too, it's like we always, when I've done my YouTubes on the videos on the registered competitions, it's hard to really try and focus because there's not a title or anything. So subconsciously, there's not a big title to win on a registered shoot. It's a different kind of feeling you get than shooting a major comp.
Definitely. So, got a couple more questions have come in. Probably going back to the gun then, Brett. So Jared says, "Hi chaps, hope you're well." Hi Jared. Brett, do you plan on sticking with the Maruku or do you have plans to change? $1 million question.
Yeah, it is. I've thought about this a lot, and I've been in talk with gun companies. After my performance at the World Sporting, I got an offer from Pratzi, Browning want to make me a gun, Beretta, and Zolly now actually. So there is options on the table, but no, I don't think I am. I mean, I came back to this sport in 23 and only kind of tickled it with a blazer, and I was kind of playing around with a 34-inch blazer, which didn't really work. And then I went to the Muraku. So I'm just going to stick with the Muraku. I like the gun; it feels solid. I don't know why I would change. It'd be silly to change now.
Well, it's a good demonstration that you don't, a nice gun helps, but actually it's not necessarily the gun that's doing the job, obviously, is it?
No, it's not. It's I actually tried an SL2 and it was totally different to the Muraku. Yeah, lovely gun, amazing, but too different. Yeah. It was just too different.
Well, I mean, Browning and Berettas, obviously, I'm a Beretta man myself, so they're that slender action versus the sort of thick, chunky Browning Muraku action. So, and then the SL2 is like even thinner again, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But you've got to try things.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've never say never.
Yeah, I've already altered the gun, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I have, and I'm going to crack on and just keep going with that. So yeah, I'm not going to change.
I think, to be fair though, obviously people have seen that you made the change for Barbary for the Pro 1, but you got it back 2 days before that. You'd only shot 100 skeet.
Yeah, I shot. Do you know something? I shoot a lot of skeet for practice, and
check out the video if you've not seen it already.
Yeah, that's gone well actually. That video.
It's got 20,000 views, like 25.
Yeah, and I want to say as well, thanks guys, honestly, for watching the videos and being interested in what I'm doing. It's really good. And yeah, I shot 100 straight with the Muraku with the 22 thou chokes, and I've not shot 100 straight with the full chokes, and I've shot a lot of skeet. So that's definitely saying something at closer range targets. So
yeah, I think that's it. You went into Pro 1 having only shot 100 targets with it. It is going to take a bit of adjustment, isn't it? It's got to do when you change something fundamental like that. You were telling me that obviously the change the forcing cones and it's made the recoil feel a little bit different.
It does feel different. Ivan said it would be smoother, and do you know something? I disagree. I think it's actually a bit sharper. Yeah, it's
like a quicker snap.
Like a bit of a snap. Yeah. Probably because there's less pressure. Is that? I don't know.
Could be. Yeah. I mean, like the idea is the longer forcing cone should smooth out the recoil impulse. Yeah, I'm not a technician, but obviously how that feels in your shoulders will vary, isn't it?
Yeah, it still feels very smooth, especially with the Rios. I mean, them Rios are really good shells. The most consistent shells that I've shot, actually, to be fair, they are. The speeds are just perfect. The patterns are great.
Yeah, I think they saved my bacon for a few targets today for sure. Cool. Right, so what else we got? David Piper, is that? Says hi from Northern Ireland. So hi, David. Thanks for watching.
Hi, David.
Anthony Wells. As a new shooter, what targets should we be focusing on to build fundamentals? And then there's another follow-up question, but we'll go with that one first.
Yeah, so your basics really, I would honestly suggest shooting ski for your practice, because you're getting a lot of different targets, a lot of sporting targets. They're not at range, but they're technical and they're great for gun-hot positioning. But concentrate on your standard driven, your overhead, crosser, looper, rabbit, and just keep shooting the same target. You know, when I'm practicing, if I miss a target, I'll shoot it 100 times on the spot with it before I even move, and just keep hitting it and hitting it. And that's the best way of practicing, is just repeating the same thing.
Would you be going out to think about targets, or would you be thinking more about shooting one target with different methods or something to practice the methods? I know you generally shoot maintain lead, but obviously you've got all the methods in your locker if you need them.
Yeah, exactly. When a lot of people think I shoot maintain lead on every target. No, I don't. Like I say, like a quartering target going up, I would strike a line through that target and look to that front, and then come through it and pull the trigger. Driven, I come through the target, pull the trigger. Teal, the same. Something really edge on, and I'd come through to find the line. But yeah, like a belly up crosser, loopers and stuff, I would maintain. Depending on what kind of method you shoot, if you do shoot follow through on everything, I know a lot of people do, I'd just be practicing that and getting your gun position right. It's all about the gun position. If your gun position and eyes, so if your gun's in the right place and your eyes in the right place, you've already done a lot of the work, you know, and then it's just kind of killing the target and really staring at that target. And like I said, like I keep saying in my videos, being confident in your shooting, like you tell yourself you're going to hit the targets.
And that's where I think, obviously, we put a couple of target tutorials on using the shot cam. I mean, I shot a lot on my own when I first started, so the shot cam were pretty invaluable, but you've got to be ultra critical. But for things like that, hold point consistency, method, and gun speed, if you review it in detail, they're great for it, because you can say, I've gone a lot further out this time and I didn't intend to.
Yeah, play around in practice, you know, play around with it a little bit. That's what it's all about. Practice is all about getting better and learning things. So, yeah, and just keep repeating the same thing. Like I said, I do a lot of boxing. I've got a boxing coach, and it's repeating the same kind of movements and the same moves. Just keep doing that. It's all about movement in the eyes. Shooting it's all technical.
So yeah, get out and practice is the thing. And then Anthony's follow-up question on there was also, any plans on travelling over to the US to do some of our shoots and give some lessons?
Yes, I am coming to Texas in September, so I will be over in America. I don't know whereabouts in America he is, but I'm definitely going to come and do some lessons over there.
Yeah, let us know where you're at, Anthony, and if you're in the Texas area, you might be able to sort of lesson out. Also, we're definitely going over for Jack Link's Cup in Florida in February.
Yeah, we're filming that, aren't we?
Yeah, we're filming that. Weirdly, before we started the channel, we were both sort of booked on there anyway, so it works out pretty well. And that's what is it? Quail Creek.
Yeah.
Which, what a stunning ground. I can't wait to get back, to be fair. So moving on then, Dan Son says, Brett, are you ever coming to the US to shoot any big events?
Yes.
And will you make the trip? Well, there you go. We just answered that one.
Yeah, September I'm going to be shooting one of the regional shoots in Louisiana, and then I'm going to be doing the Diamond Classic at the end of September at Greater Houston.
Yeah, and like I say, we'll be out for the Jack Links. I think I'm going out the week before to shoot the Caribbean Classic at Vero Beach. So yeah, looking forward to getting back to the US. So HSUK says, Brett, I'm a newbie to this sport, really struggle with nerves. When I'm participating in any club shoot, which massively impacts my score on the day. So yeah, match nerves, competition nerves, any advice?
Yeah, take them breaths. Yoga has taught me a lot of breathing techniques and getting on top of your breath. Don't letting your breath beat you. Make sure you relax before you're shooting and you're really focusing on what you're doing. And be positive. Don't turn the nerves into a positive thing where your eyes are working better and you're more switched on. Like your higher frequency. That's where you want to be when you're shooting. So just concentrate on what you're doing. Take them deep breaths and just focus on it.
Yeah, and I think from HSUK. I don't know how many registered shoots or competitions you've shot, but it does get a bit easy if you've just started. My first ones were terrible.
Yeah, it's a process. Shooting's a process, and just keep practicing and keep entering competitions. You're gonna get better. It's like anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just keep getting better and keep working at it. Same as well. I wanted to mention this. Use your gun at home. Follow the lines of the ceiling. It's all shooting's very technical. It's movement. It's muscle memory, positioning. Everything's technical. So move the gun at home. Look at your lines on your thing. On your coving, on your ceilings and stuff. Move the gun.
Follow that.
Yeah, and just go through it in your head as well with the process. Eject the gun, get some snap caps, and practice at home. Practice moving the gun, keep the gun flowing when you shoot. Sort of bang, you keep the gun moving. See a lot of people stopping the gun and freezing when they shoot. So
yeah, so obviously I know a lot of people sort of dry mount at home, particularly if they're starting to shoot fit ass for the first time, just to get used to that gun mount. But yeah, I never thought of sort of just tracing a line and practicing your gun
exactly.
mount.
Yeah, it's all lines. The clay is flying on the line unless it's obviously looper or something. But just follow.
Yeah, good advice. So we've got Shane O'Neill says, Brett, I seem to be a natural swing through shooter, but when I come under pressure, I seem to shoot, maintain, lead. Any suggestions on how to stick to one or the other?
Yeah, having good structure in your stand, execute a plan. So have a plan when you go into the cage of where your gun's going to be, where your eye's going to be, and do the same thing. Be very specific on where you're going to put your gun. Is it going to be a branch? Is it going to be a twig? A piece of clay? Like, where is the clay flying on line? And how far do you want your gun out? If it's a fast quartering going away, you don't want it right back at the trap. You want it further out. So just work with that and have a plan, and then keep it in the same place every single time. So your gun in the same place, your eyes in the same place, sharp pull, and move to it in the same way. But yeah, just think about what you're doing before you do it. That's the.
And that eye placement one's interesting. I mean, I know a lot of newer shooters, and it's something I struggled with first, was sort of separating your eyes from the gun. So again, going back to shooting on my own with shot cam, when I first started watching, I never realised I was getting to my whole point, and as I look back, I was creeping back with the gun.
Yeah.
Not separating the eyes.
That's it. Just have a plan before you go in. Do all your homework before you go into the station. So get behind you shooter that you're shooting behind, in front of, sorry, and then have a plan of where your eyes and everything's going to be, and just do the same thing.
It's probably a good question then around hold points, for instance. You see a lot of people with their hands up following a clear. Is that more looking for the line that it's travelling, or are you looking for where's my hold point? What's in the background I can line up to? What's the kill point? Yeah,
exactly. Exactly where your kill point's going to be. What line is it on? Obviously, your finger. You look down your finger. It's like looking down your barrel. So you kind of, that's it. Just having that plan.
Pick them out.
Yeah, it's part of people's routines as well. Doing this. It's part of the structure, part of your routine. So yeah, have your own routine as well. Have your own plan.
Cool. Coming through. So Stuart Singleton says, is there a certain type of target that is your favourite to shoot, and on the flip side, is there any type of target that you particularly dislike?
No, there isn't. I'm quite comfortable shooting any kind of target on angle or any speed. I think you've got to be comfortable. I think my experience from starting when I was 7 years old, I've shot a lot of targets, and my memory bank and muscle memory of shooting them targets is kind of programmed into me. So no, I mean, the targets obviously I think harder than others. something really edge on at long range is going to be difficult. But yeah, be comfortable shooting every single target. So practice a good variation of targets so you're comfortable, and repeat the target. So don't just go in and shoot 100 targets at different targets. Practice one day shooting crosses from left to right in different angles, and then move on to another one and practice that way. So it stays in the memory better, if that makes sense.
That's why I thought we were interested on the skeet video, because I'd never really shot skeet. I had a go as part of an all-round. But actually, when you were explaining, like, I hadn't really sort of thought about the fact that you're covering every angle all the way around in that semicircle. All right, it's not big distances, but you're covering that full gamut of every angle, really. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And the skeet's great for confidence, and breaking targets.
And consistency.
Yeah.
Cool. So flying target. This might be an interesting one given recent events. Do aftermarket chokes make a difference? I'm guessing you mean as opposed to like the branded, so like your Beretta chokes that come with a Beretta. So do you think there's a big difference there on aftermarket chokes? Now, your gun's fixed choke. I know Ivan's altered it, but it's still fixed choke.
And I've had guns in the past. I used to use Rhino chokes, ported chokes in my Blazer. I think they look cool. I don't know if they do anything, but yeah, I think it's just all preference.
Yeah.
I think it's all preference. Find something that you like and what feels good. Because I know the ported chokes actually reduce muzzle flip.
Yeah, do you like
I actually really like shooting the ported chokes, but obviously a fixed choke gun, you're getting a longer choke, aren't you, than a multi choke. So
it's that smoother flow to it again.
Yeah.
Which is just when you talk about the SL2, the chokes on that are massive because it's all part of the barrel as such. But then, like, Madison's got ported barrels as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because when we put the shot cam on, we have to be careful where we're mounting it.
Right, wow, yeah, I didn't even realise.
Some of us more observant. Because we were looking at the shot cam like, I don't want to melt my shot cam with your ported barrels.
Yeah, I'm not looking at barrels.
And that's quite popular in America, though, isn't it? The barrel porting, which you don't tend to see so much over here.
Yeah, the barrel porting is great, and when you stood behind someone with barrel port, the ports, you can feel the draft.
Yeah, feel the draft and hear the waft of it. Cool. Martin, from White Rose Shooting, can we have a video on how to hit from the hip for no good reason other than looking good? Well, I can tell you, I haven't seen anybody shoot as well from the hip as this man, and it's quite annoying. I think one of the first times we shot together, he shot around a sport trap against me from the hip, and he beat me. So we don't let him shoot from hip anymore.
Again, practice. I used to go to Texas a lot, and I used to shoot 4,000 in a day. With an 8-shot Benelli Super Black Eagle, and just practice of shooting from the hip. And the eyes, we covered this on a video, didn't we? The importance of your eyes and your connection with the target. And even if the gun's out the shoulder, you can still break it if you're staring hard at the clay. I've been given a lot of lessons recently, and people aren't using their eyes as they should. People aren't confident in the shooting. And it's great. Do you know something? I really do enjoy coaching. I do. I can see a lot that people doing wrong, and I feel like I'm coaching in a way where I'm desperately wanting them to get better, and I'm wanting them to have a great lesson and come out of it. So we really cover a lot, and it's I really do enjoy it.
I mean, it were a massive thing for me finding a good coach. I had a bloke who was shot with on like a have a go day, who a good shooter and does a lot of stuff, and he sort of got me some basics. But then I booked through a recommendation on the CPSA website. Yeah, I won't say the name of the guy, but it were absolutely terrible. So got to his place, was pissed about with gun fit and mount for ages, and I said to him, because I've got a problem with my spine, as you know, and I can't get into that position. And he's like, oh no, it's just because you haven't done it before. He was trying to get me to do like move, mount, shoot.
Yeah.
And I can't get comfortable at that.
Depending on the experience of the shooter, you've got to work with what they have. I find a lot of the older guys have bad habits that we need to iron out the brain, like a flinch or a flick. And that's again repeating targets and smoothing it all out. But yeah, there's some great coaches out there. Mark Windsor, Ben Husselthwaite, all the top lads are going to be great coaches because they're that experienced. They just know exactly what they're doing and where you're going wrong. As same with me, I can tell what people are doing when I'm behind them looking at it. It's
I'll tell you what's amazing. It's sort of had some coaching is a good coach will say, "Do you know you just did that?" And you'll be making moves that you like that creeping back from the whole point and stuff.
And a good one is asking what their process is, so you can work on that. So with my lessons, I always ask, "What are you thinking? What's your process going up to this?" So we can correct that or just adjust it in a way, But yeah, just find a good coach that you're happy with and stick with that coach. Don't be chopping and changing.
No, and I would say, if you get with someone and you're not happy and it's not working for you, don't be afraid to say, I think we need to change. Like say, some coaches will get you to a certain point and then really should hand you on. If you're to a point where you're probably a better shot than they are now. And like I say, don't be afraid to not stick with a coach if it's not gelling or it's not working, because it's got to work for both of you. I think it's got to work for you as a shooter. It's no good if a coach is trying to get you to do stuff that you're just not comfortable and it's not working for you. Don't be afraid. I mean, that guy put me off having a coach for years, and I was just shot on my own, quick shot cam, and then it was only when I thought, no, I'm gonna get a good quality coach. My shooting came on massively.
Yeah, like we said, depending on your experience, work with what you've got. If it's a new shooter, you can kind of form them a little bit different. But if it's an experienced shooter, you kind of work on the structure mainly because they can hit targets. It's mainly just confidence that I'm seeing. Lack of confidence when they're shooting. So working on that confidence and really telling yourself you're going to hit these clays and really staring at what the clay and try to hit it. That's the difference. When people try to hit the clays, they will hit them.
Yeah, I think at our level, we're all guilty of pulling trigger, even though we know completely we're in the wrong place. But it's just like,
and we're always learning. I'm still learning. This is a sport that we'll never stop learning in. When I miss a target, when I missed these targets this week, the 7 targets that I missed out of the 200, I made sure I didn't just shoot naturally. There's a couple of comments on the Barbary Pro 1. Yes, that person's right. I was checking. I just didn't shoot naturally like I do, and you've got to go into the day feeling right as well. I knew I was definitely feeling off that day. It's pulling yourself out of a bad patch as well.
I think that's the thing. I think I said that to you, didn't I? Your off days still. You're not. It's not putting you in number one at the top, but you're still performing well.
No, but it's still disappointing.
Of course, yeah.
If I'm not in the top 5 at every shoot, I'm disappointed. And
to be fair, I mean that's a reflection of the work that you've put in the past. Isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I honestly just feel like after the World Sporting, the practice that I did leading up to that was immense. I think in 2 weeks I shot 8,000 shells. Yeah. So I put a lot into that World Sporting, and I still wasn't happy with my performance at the end. But after that, I'm just exhausted now. But we're gonna
can't be exhausted for a month if I shot 8,000 shells to be fair.
But we're still gonna give the British Open everything.
Yeah, we're down there Thursday to film, and I shot it today, not very well, but that were on me. The targets, I think, are a good set of targets. But Adam's in the chat now. I'd be interested to hear what you thought of it, Adam. I thought it was a really good mix, but tough, But at the end of the day, it's a British Open. It's a championship shoot.
It's the British Open, and I don't want to hear anyone complaining about targets.
No, I haven't, to be fair.
The funny thing is with clay shooting, it's such a niche sport, isn't it? Like, it's a small sport. It's a very bitchy sport as well. And I think just crack on with it. You don't hear golfers complaining about the golf course and how...
No, and it's the same for everyone who shoots.
It's the same for everybody. I mean, there's a lot to be said about shooting and the way CPSA run things. I honestly think on a championship like this, the C class shooters should shoot the first day, the B class the second day, A class, double A, treble A. You know, the Americans have got it right. They've got a pro squad.
Yeah.
All the pros go out together and competing. That brings the game up. If you're shooting and competing against your own class on the same day in the same conditions, you know, how fair can that be?
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't understand why that isn't the thing. But yeah, championships should be hard, and expect them to be hard. I had a lot of people complain about the world sporting. It is what it is. The targets are the targets. Just crack on. If you can't hit them, just get some lessons booked with somebody.
It was a funny one though with World English. I mean, yes, I had a bit of a blunder at first day. First day at main. Second day at main, I was quite happy with how I shot. I was shot to my average, a little bit higher than my English sport average. Thought the target. I didn't think there was anything wrong with targets at all.
No.
I thought they were all good.
Yeah, like I said, the course is the course. I mean, as long as they're not in the sun, and then there's nothing to complain about.
No, that's the good thing at Eaton Hall. So the way the course is set up, the sun's behind you all the way.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the best shoot in the of the calendar, I think.
Yeah.
Especially at that new ground. So I hope everybody who enjoys it, that shoot too.
Oh, good. I mean,
yeah. The
amount of work they've put in down there, it's just astounding.
It's unbelievable.
Beyond just the ground, the amount of work they've put in just for this championship.
Yeah.
We should all be going and supporting it, because you've got to commend them for what they've done for British shooting, building such an amazing complex. Just you have to.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, back to questions then.
Also, I wanted to mention the Bluetooth headset.
Yes.
Ian at SWATCom said that the sales have gone through the roof for the Bluetooth headsets. Now, guys, I think you're doing the right thing if you're getting a Bluetooth headset. Put that music in, lose yourself, and focus on what you're doing. Cancel out what's going on behind. You know what I mean? Just focus on what you're doing.
No, it's a good shout. Anthony Wells, Quail Creek Sporting. So you remember at Quail Creek? So come over with Mike. Yeah, well, that's it. Brett's out for the Jack Links, and I'll be out there as well. One of my favourite grounds from my Florida trip. I know we're on Brett Winstanley shooting here, but if you haven't seen my Florida trip series on MSJ Online, go give it a watch. Got to get a plug in. So Paul Haywood says, I noticed you trained the morning of the Pro 1. I'm sure there's not many top shots that would. Do you think fatigue could have played a part in your performance? So I think that's the bit of difference.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. No, I don't, because I do that on every shoot that I go to. Really, I'll always train in the morning to release them good endorphins. And when we say the other pro shooters aren't going to do it, I don't really know of any other shooter that really trained. To be honest,
no, Ben used to, didn't he? I think, but I don't know if
he used to rugby, wasn't he? Then. I do the same thing every time I go. I always train in the morning, whether it's yoga, boxing, or lifting. Not really lifting weights before I shoot, because yes, I would feel lethargic, but just a little bit of training. It doesn't have to be anything strenuous. Just get yourself ready.
Just get the blood pumping, and
I train twice, sometimes 3 times a day, so it's nothing really new.
There you go. I might have to start.
Everyone should start. You'll feel great about yourself.
So David says, hi guys, I'm a new shooter, around 75% on compact sporting, I'm guessing that is, and 70% on sporting from Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
Czech Republic.
Wow.
Where I can't get any coaches, is it possible for me to get better practicing on my own? And should I continue training on ski? So yeah, I think definitely continue training on ski. So David's in a bit of a bind here in that there's not many coaches around his area. Yeah. So is it worth him training on his own? I think absolutely. Definitely.
I don't know. Did he say 70%?
Yeah, so shooting 75% on compact and 70% on sporting. Now that'll be fit as sporting.
Yeah, so a good start. Just keep practicing, but don't pick up any bad habits. A coach should be there to stop them bad habits and look at what you're doing. I've had Nick Hendrick actually look over my shooting. I mean, Nick shoots a completely different style to me, but it's good to have another professional shooter looking at what you're doing and what you're doing wrong, you know, if you're doing anything wrong. So yes, I'd advise someone to be looking over your shooting. But you might have to travel to do a lesson or something with somebody. But
I think look at all the resources that are out there, like our Target tutorial series, but other videos as well. And go out and practice some of the stuff that's discussed on them.
Sorry.
So
recognise as well. Recognise what you're doing.
Yeah. Again, I mean, we're not plugging it. We're not sponsored by them, but the shot cam helped me massively at first, as particularly shooting on my own.
Yeah, it does, but it throws your gun completely out of weight. Yeah. So yes, you can see what you're doing wrong, but your gun feels totally different.
That's true.
I mean, there's fine margins when you're at the top, and even we're doing a lot of filming tomorrow, aren't we? At a local ground, and I'm gonna have that shotgun cam on all day, and my gun's gonna feel different because when you take that shotgun cam off, your gun's a lot faster.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's I mean, they have brought a mini out, which I haven't tried, so I don't know how much better
it wants to weigh literally a couple of grams.
But you see, a bit of a tangent. The older Shotcam Gen 3, you could get it further down the barrel, but it wasn't 4K. And then the 4K one, the Gen 4, it's got a wider field of view. So if you put it certain way down the barrel, it picks all top of, top of.
Yeah, and look, because I wouldn't be practicing with them if I'm honest.
No,
I wouldn't, because your gun feels totally different. Your gun's a different weight.
Yeah.
So your gun feels totally different. Yeah. Maybe for like a couple of shots.
Yeah, I don't think if David's sort of shooting on his own a bit, and there's no one to watch him.
Yeah.
And certainly if you're early on to understand the moves that you're making and stuff.
Yeah.
I
think for a couple of shots, yes, but just whip it back off. Like I said, the gun feels totally different when you take it off. So you shoot in a different gun speed.
Yeah.
So it's totally different. Yeah. No, you don't get one.
So just watch Brett's Target tutorials videos and go out and practice that instead.
Yeah, just recognise what you're doing. Really, really recognise what you're doing. Good practice. Take your time. Single out shots.
Yeah, and if you go shooting with a friend, ask them to watch. If they're not particularly experienced, maybe get them to film you with the mobile phone and watch it back. Particularly get up behind your shoulder, watch how you move in the barrel, and do it on some closer targets, and you'll be able to see the clay easy enough to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So then, Paulo says, "Love the videos, by the way, and love the honesty." Oh, thank you. And
thank you.
I think I said it to you, did I, today? I think we've got great feedback about the Pro 1 video, because I think there's a lot of shooters would be uncomfortable to put that out.
Yeah, no, I'm at a certain point in life where I feel very comfortable and very confident in myself. I don't know whether that's all the boxing or what, but I just feel like I'm in a great place in my life, and yeah. If I, like I said before the shoot, I said if I shot 15 or whatever, 115, it doesn't matter. It's still going to go out with these videos. It's a good thing to document. I never wanted to start a YouTube channel to try and break any records. It was just to kind of document my shooting and look back on it in 10 years.
That's it. You're not doing it for your own ego, right? It's
no.
Like I say, something to look back on and to try and share some of that knowledge. And I know from myself with YouTube, but I love watching and shooting on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you see more top shots like yourself doing it,
it would be great if the other top shots did it. Definitely, I think it's a great thing to do, and especially with your skills on the camera.
Yeah. So we'll see what other top shots we can get on for some challenges. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Cool. So I would like to miss with style. What's that? Abramp says, "I would like to miss with style like you, with anger and love. Dude, you are so cool."
Thank you very much. What's his name?
Abramp?
Probably a username thing. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think from the kind of person I am, I've got to be passionate about something to be able to do it. And my mum and dad are the same. My dad was a bodybuilder. My mum was a bikini model.
Yeah.
And now you focus on what you do and you take it as far as you can. and that's passed down from my mum and dad. So you've got to have the passion to do it, and obviously when we miss, it's not great, but we've got to try to forget it. Be pissed off for a few seconds, and then just try to move on and do the best you can. Like I said, that's all you can do is your best. If you've done your best, you should feel satisfied. Some days you're not going to perform, and some days you're going to perform, and that's the days that we really enjoy. So when we shoot a big score, there's no better feeling.
Yeah. And you, so when you have a bit of a challenging day, you obviously are you stewing on it after, or is it like that's it, it's done?
Yeah, I'm
put a bit of fire in your belly for the next one.
Yes, it does, but it also makes me question my shooting. So I don't feel like I've shot well since Prague, really. Well, actually, sorry, since the World Sporting. Yeah. I don't feel like I perform well at all, and I'm trying to recognise what I'm doing. I've got a few things going on outside of shooting, and they're playing on my mind, but I think exhaustion
for sale.
I think exhaustion. I'm exhausted. I'm not used to shooting this much. I'm not. I didn't do.
Well, you normally shoot like British Open and then have a 5-year break, don't you?
yeah. I'm loving. I'm struggling to say no to shoots.
That's an interesting concept. I know I said to you earlier. I know I'm shooting too many registered comps and not enough practice at the minute. And I think people do struggle to turn down the shoots. Yeah. Obviously, you've just said that you're struggling with it yourself because it's hard to say no, and it's something you enjoy doing so much.
It is. It is something I really enjoy. Got a great position in life now where I can do this, and it's hard to say no to competing. But I think next year I'm going to really select the competitions that I want to do and really focus on that and just do more practice instead of. You need to be doing more practice than competitions, definitely.
Oh yeah, we're going to have a little flick through the calendar and see what we can line up for filming and stuff like that. Yeah. So let us know if there's any big shoots that you want us to get to.
Yeah, and guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been drinking a lot of water and need to go for a piss.
So we have a quick break?
Sorry,
there's a question. 2 minutes. There's a question coming up that leads nicely into something that we've got coming up on the channel. So we'll have a quick 5-minute break, guys, and be back shortly. Okay, we should be back. Just let us know with a thumbs up if we are, because we're finding his feet a little bit with this. So yeah, if you just chuck a thumbs up in the chat to let us know that we're back on and sound's coming through again. Perfect. Thank you, M. Harvey and Dave. Right, so interestingly, Dave Fox has said, Brett, you need an online subscription so we can become a member. I will subscribe.
Okay, well, so you've been talking about that, haven't you?
That leads quite nicely into some plans that we've got coming up for the channel.
Yeah. And that's what we're filming tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow we're doing target tutorials and some behind the scenes content for the members. So So what we're going to do, guys, is launch channel memberships probably in the next week or two. We're going to do 3 levels of membership. So the first is it's $2.99 a month, and what that'll give you is a little bit more access. We're going to start doing these live streams as a members only, so it's not just open wide to the whole of the internet, but we'll do members only live streams where we'll do Q&As like this, chat about what's coming up on the channel. We're also gonna, as part of that membership tier, you'll have more input into the channel, some behind the scenes footage, some footage, extended cuts. So like, if we take the Pro 1 for instance, we had a little look at how Brett sets his room up on there, but we only put a little clip in because we didn't want it to get too long before we got to the shooting. We'll put videos out like that as well on there. Now, appreciate shooting's already expensive and there's a cost of living crisis as all that lot. So we're hoping $2.99 for that bottom tier membership. Just gives you a bit of extra content, lets you support the channel. The next tier will be, I think we're going to go for like $5.99. That'll be more input into the channel, so we'll ask your opinion on what stuff you'd like us to do next, and you'll be able to vote and do polls. There'll be more behind the scenes content and more vlogs from Brett, so I'm going to teach him how to create a vlog and post it himself.
Yeah.
So more behind the scenes at competitions. And then we're going to do a top tier one, which will be about $9.99 a month. That will have its own members live stream, Q&A, and we'll also meet with the VIP, I don't like VIP, but we'll meet with the top tier members for that top tier members only shoot. We'll also do all member shoots as well throughout the year, so we'll do a couple, maybe 2 or 3 a year where we get together as a membership group and go shooting together.
That'd be fun.
That's it. I mean, we're not doing this to cash in, guys, because at the end of the day, it's a shooting channel on YouTube. But what we do want to do, and me and Brett have been talking about this, is invest in some more equipment so we can try and make the videos a bit better.
Yeah.
And try and focus a little bit more on what we can do to improve the channel.
Yeah.
Obviously, it takes investment, guys. So if we can try and cover a little bit of that cost, that'll help. And the other thing is, we want to build a proper community around the channel. So by doing it through membership as well, we feel like we can get a proper membership group going together. And like I say, we'll meet up, do some shooting, and have more of these Q&A chats on there as well. Yeah. So, look, if you can support the channel, please do. Nothing's going to change in terms of what's going out on YouTube at the minute. So obviously, if you can't afford or don't feel that you want to put that $2.99 a month in, that's absolutely fine. Just carry on enjoying it. Just give us a like and subscribe.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and like I say, hopefully we'll be able to add some real value and build a community around that. So yeah, Dave, we are bringing channel memberships in the coming weeks. Yeah,
and Mike's the one that obviously does all this editing and sorts all the subscription stuff out. I mean, I don't know, I'm not very technical and stuff like this, so yeah, it's a good team. Yeah, I never, you know, when I was saying about the first video when I met you, Mike, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I know, only last October.
Last October, yeah. And then I seen Mike with a YouTube sign on the back. I thought, oh, that'd be interesting. Maybe we could film some shoots. And, and it's turned out to this. And like again, you know, thank you very much for watching what I'm doing. I'm really appreciative of it, and it's really interesting to talk about shooting, and to see the sport has grown so much since I've been away. Yeah. So
and I think the YouTube stuff. It's I mean, I don't know what you guys watching like, but I get obsessive with stuff. So when I started shooting a few years ago, I burned through everything on YouTube in probably 3 months. It's
a manly sport, isn't it? It's an obsessive sport. You know, blowing clays up with a shotgun. It's great, isn't it? It's so yeah, I don't blame you guys. It's fun. It's not fun when you're competing though. When you're competing and you're on for a good score, it's not fun. Any top shooter will tell you that they're not enjoying it.
I'll tell you what else. It's not good when you compete and you're on for a shit score.
No, that's even worse.
But yeah, so it's coming, guys, and I obviously appreciate any support you can give us on that. That'd be fantastic.
Next one.
Okay, so we've got love the video, love the honesty. Next one is Brad. So Brad Collier 12 says, hi lads, going to hopefully pop over to England next year for a week. Any shoots or events you recommend? Thanks for the content, it's very well done.
Where's he going?
It's coming over to England next year for a week.
Okay.
So again, it's going to kind of depend what time of year you're coming.
Yeah, exactly, and where you're landing and stuff, and what your plans are when you're here. But
I mean, Eaton Hall's Midlands, isn't it? So
yeah,
wherever
Eaton
you are.
Hall's right in the middle of the country, and they've got all the facilities there. You know, the Rabbit Mania, ski, different towers, all sorts of stuff there you can go and shoot. So I definitely recommend going there first. You probably don't want to go anywhere else, to be honest.
I think having been there today with new clubhouse and everything open,
Yeah, it's great.
It's gonna take some beating. I think I said that on my Instagram post. So it's gonna take some beating for anyone to better that ground and some of the competitions they've got coming up.
Yeah.
But best thing to do, Brad, if you're thinking of coming over and you know which week you're coming, have a look on CPSA website, see what events they've got on, if anything. But try and get to some of the like bigger summer shoots, potentially a championship or something like that.
Yeah.
Let us know when you're coming, Brad. Brad, sorry. Send us a message. I'll let you know what's coming up the weeks you're looking at. So PR says, "Hi Brett, love the videos. Do you do any hypnotherapy training or other mental training? I listen a lot to Dawn Grant, and she comes out with some fascinating stuff on mental training."
Yeah, she's great, and no, I don't actually. I just try to live a consistent life. Really, I try to be consistent in every part of my life. So I train a lot because it makes me feel good. I eat clean because it makes me feel good. Yeah, we've all got bad habits, but it's all about a balance in life, isn't it?
Don't have any bad habits.
Yeah, drinking beer. You know, just be, if you're being consistent in your life and you've got things organised and sorted out, then you're gonna perform well. It's having less things at home to worry about. You know, I think that's the main thing. Less things at home to worry about and focus on your shooting. Yes. Sorry, say that question again.
So you're asking if you did any sort of
Yeah,
specific mental training?
I really love my yoga. I started yoga 6 months ago, and I always take time to do my yoga. I try to go to yoga class as much as I can when I'm here and I'm not competing. That makes me focus. That makes my body feel good, especially now I'm at 35 on the 7th of September. So if anyone wants to get me a birthday present, but yeah, just keep consistent in your life, train and eat well, and you'll feel good, and be strong, be confident. You know, we're all human. We've all got things that we don't like about ourselves. We're our own self critics, and it's learning about who you are as a person. I think if you can do that and learn to be happy, then you're going to perform well. But any hypnotherapy, breathing work, stuff like that's going to be great.
But I think that definitely comes out in the videos where somebody comment, "You sound like you're doing a line."
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's sounding like I'm doing a line. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
that probably wouldn't help my shooting that much.
I can't imagine it would.
But yeah, I'm taking that breath in through my nose because it's controlled. It goes, you know, when I'm boxing, I'm taking a breath in I'm breathing through my nose. When I'm boxing, I'm not gassing out and breathing through my mouth. I'm taking that breath from my nose, out from my mouth, and that's the way to do it, to relax the body and the mind before you're going to shoot.
Cool. So just a comment from Truth Seeker. Brett is great. I really like his videos. They are very personal and you truly get his emotion. Wishing you best and continued success.
Thank you very much. Yes, I just try to be as pure as I can, and I think honesty in life and being yourself is the best way to live. There's a lot of jealousy out there. You know, there's a lot of people that are nasty, and if someone's got something bad to say about you, they're not feeling great themselves. You know, so just try to help them people. You know, if someone's not being nice to you and stuff, you know, just try to help them because they've got the problem. You might have never done anything to that person, but they've got the issue in the first place. So just try to think logically in life. I'd say I'm only 34 years old. I'm not trying to tell anybody to think. But
nearly 35.
That's just nearly 35. But that's just my experience, what I've learned so far, and I think I've grown up pretty quick, thanks to my parents and what I've seen and what I've done.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know, like, obviously we've got people on from America and stuff, but the British shooting world's really strange, isn't it? Because you go out. I mean, I tell people like most of the people you meet are the nicest people you can come across.
Yeah,
So then there's that bit of an element.
There is, and it's the competitive side as well. You know, someone might be jealous of that person because they're better than them and stuff, and it is a small, very unique niche sport. So I just try to get along with everybody. And I know there's people that don't probably like me, but they're the people that don't actually know me.
Yeah.
You know, I actually there's a guy I forgot his name now. He's at Eton Hall, and he actually come up to me and said, "I thought he was a wanker, but you're actually sound." So you know, don't
wanker for the Americans and that watching is like a douchebag or
like a douche, yeah. But just don't judge people. That's the thing. People have an expectation of what people are, and if I'm walking around the ground with a sulky face and not talking to anyone, I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to get myself in that zone. And this is the only sport really that you can, just be in the same, like, a pro golfer, you wouldn't be able to get near them, would you?
No, it's true.
And I'll always speak to everybody at shoots. I really enjoy people coming over and saying hi and talking about shooting. So anybody is welcome to come and speak to me. I've got time for anybody.
Yeah, and I think as well, like when you shoot in the competition circuit in the UK, it's such a small place that I've over the last few years just shooting some of the bigger comps and that, you just see the same people everywhere and get to know them, and it is a great community around.
The shooting community is great. There's people that don't like each other, and there's a lot of animosity, but there's like that in every sport. But just stay away from that and just have a group of friends that you and say hi and smile to everyone. Just be nice to people, innit?
Just that rumour mill and gossip can be a bit chaotic.
It is, but
it's just noise.
Just noise.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people say stuff about me. It's just noise.
Yeah,
because it doesn't affect me one bit.
Well, I can tell you something, guys. I've got no time for arseholes at all. So I won't be doing this channel with him if he was. So trust me, he's a good lad. Cool. So So I saw something on here about dolphin.
Oh yeah, the fish. I seen that. Yeah.
M. Harvey, when are you coming to Dolphin next?
So the Dolphin is a local club down the road from my dad's house. My dad lives on the same road as this club.
Is this the one that does like the Thursday 80 bird?
It's Wednesday 80 bird, and it's always a great sporting course.
What time's it open till on
Wednesday? We're going.
Yeah, let's go do it.
So we're going. So this Wednesday, what day is it?
Monday.
So yes, we are going on Wednesday. We're doing a load of filming tomorrow at a ground called Webton, Hesketh Bank. I've been shooting there since I was little. So we're doing loads of filming tomorrow. We've got a load of flash plays, haven't we?
Yeah.
And then Wednesday we'll be going to Webton. So the fish, dolphin. So yes, I will be there. So let me know what time you're going to be there if you want to shoot together. We'll shoot.
And Brad, who were asking earlier if you come over from Pond, there you go. Get to the fish, the dolphin on a Wednesday for an 80 birder.
Yeah. And anyone who wants to shoot me as well, I do practice at Eton Hall a couple of times a week. So if anyone wants to join on them practice sessions, you're welcome.
Cool. So Michael Kinchin says, "Okay, hi Brett, you are a breath of fresh air. I'm in my 80s and still look forward to Sunday morning at my local club." Yeah, good on you.
Good man.
I love a local Shaw Bailey. I love the grassroots community, and it's where a lot of people still do the shooting. And where they start and then move on. Exactly,
and I never detach myself from that. And I never, even though I am a name in shooting, I never think of it as being a thing. I go to my local ground, I speak to all the local lads. They're all great people, and that's the roots, isn't it? That's where we came from.
Yeah, I think so. There was a question earlier about the lead ban.
Okay.
So have you got any thoughts, concerns about the lead ban?
I think I answered one of these questions on the comments. I think if it's the same for everybody, then it's okay, isn't it? But I think whoever can practice with steel first and have more experience in shooting steel shells at plays, then is going to have a better chance of competing. So yes, if the lead ban's coming out, then I will start to shoot steel and just crack on with them. I mean, I don't have a clue how they're going to shoot.
So if you keep watching MSJ Online, I did put a little vlog piece out, but I've got a video coming out of shooting a round at Austin with steel, because I had to shoot them in Germany last year. I shot them in Germany, and it's all steel there.
And what was it like?
Absolutely fine.
Right,
Absolutely fine. They're a bit thumpy. That could be more the shell. I'm not sure.
And I'm sure they're going to perfect them. I'm sure they're going to.
I mean, they've been shooting them in Europe for years. I mean, we were at Dornsberg, and that Dornsberg, you're shooting stuff off top of the mountain.
Yeah, the Dornsberg shoot, I want to do that. There's 1,000 FITAS targets over 3 days.
Yeah, the Dornsberg Extreme.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go win that next year.
Well, that's all steel, and the fact it's a fantastic ground. They've got different lines, but you're looking down the mountain.
Yeah.
But then you go down into the valley and you shoot them coming off the mountain. There were targets there where I'd say you're waiting, you see it come out, and you're talking like 6-7 seconds before it even gets to your hold point.
Great.
Which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're like waiting,
I'd love to be able to go and travel the world shooting different clubs. That's another thing as well, having that experience, shooting different terrain, different temperatures, different altitudes. When we were in Cyprus, the altitude that we were practicing in was definitely different. It really wiped you out. So yeah, building that knowledge and experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Would the clays fly quicker because the air's thinner?
Yeah, there's probably a load of variables, but the shot will be different. Everything, yeah. So practice in different conditions, definitely.
Yeah,
just not in the rain.
Well, we might be doing these next couple of days. I don't know. One thing I would add to that, though, you talk about different terrain, particularly UK shooters, US, wherever you are, get out of your local club, get around different areas, particularly if you're shooting CPSA registered, shoot at different clubs, get yourself a true average.
That's another thing as well with nerves and confidence. Don't stay at your same local club, branch out, go travel. There's nothing better than getting in your car at the weekend, Saturday morning, just go and book yourself a shoot that's 200 miles away that you've never been to before. Go and experience different grounds, meet different people, get your name out there, and that's the best way to do it. Don't be scared of just venturing out there.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps with nerves. If you only shoot your same area all the time, and you go and you're suddenly on a backdrop that you're not used to at all. So yeah, get out there and try them.
Next one.
So Barilt3 says, how did you land on the .22 or 22 thou choke? Well, was that a Brandon Powell recommendation? I think you touched on this a bit.
Yeah, we did. Derek Main, Brendan Powell spoke to them a lot about the chokes, and they've played around with every single choke in the book, and the patterns from a 22 thou choke is very, very good, and you can see it on the pattern boards, and I will actually put a picture up of before and after of this. I think that it's a better pattern. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it this through the season, but we're at the latter end of the season for clay shooting now, and I just wanted to get it done. To be fair, we've shot the compact over in France. Like I said, I just landed a couple of hours ago, and I think it definitely helps on closer targets. Yeah. I'm still smoking them, just not as hard.
It's got to it. If you're a bit like say compact, it's all in that 40-yard box.
Skeet compact 22 thou perfect. I am going to get myself another set of barrels. In fact, I'm going to buy another MK38 trap.
Okay.
And just have the spare action, the spare forend lever and the barrels, and just swap the stock.
Yeah.
Like when we go to Dubai in November, that's going to be big rangy targets. So I will definitely be using them, the 3/4 full standard Muraku barrels. So got options. I know George has another set of barrels, half and half chokes, and these 3/4 and full.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Give yourself every chance you can get.
So just while we're touching on the gun, then M Harvey says, have you always shot an MK38? If so, why? What do you think of other setups for English sporting, e.g. Monte Carlo stocks, step up ribs, trap style guns, etc.?
So start with the Muraku. No, I've not always shot Muraku. My first ever gun sponsor was Krieghoff when I was 12 years old. I shot that for 3 years, and then Blazer approached me, giving me a really good deal that I couldn't refuse, and I shot that all the way through the juniors. And then, what did I do then? I did a little play with a Longthorn,
Yeah, right.
a demo gun. That was a bit too whippy. Lovely gun, but just too whippy. Caesar Greeny when I won the British Open. That was a nice gun.
That, am I right in thinking that was a demo?
That was a demo gun. Yeah, that was a demo gun.
When I was on British Open.
Yeah. And then the Miraku is a gun. The gun that I'm shooting now is a gun that I bought when I stopped shooting, and I did the odd charity day and the odd fun day when like the Christmas day do with the family and stuff. So I've not put many shells through it, but it just felt good from the start. That gun. Oh. It's old. It's really it's an old gun.
Yeah, but I think you can see on videos. It certainly does the job, and it's interesting because I think I'm guilty of it. I'm sure most shooters are. You just have that pang for a new gun for something better. Like I bought my 694 because I took it out to try it while they serviced my gun, and bang bang. Oh no!
Look, shooting can be enjoyed in many different ways, can't it? So it's exciting getting a new gun,
Absolutely,
isn't it? Yeah. It's exciting. You always have that new gun syndrome as well, but just stick to your same things. I've seen James Bradley Day, James Atwood using the same gun. I've seen James Bradley Day's gun full of tape and stuff at one point. Just stick to your same kit all the time, because that's how you're going to get consistency. But if you want to enjoy shooting, you want to have a load of different guns and go and shoot. Shooting's for everybody. Depends what you want.
Depends what you wanted to do out of it, doesn't it? I suppose, and I just think you're a good testament to you don't need a £20,000 gun to go out and win big shoots and championships.
Of course not. No, you don't. So just get a gun that you like and you shoot well with. Yeah. Just stick to that.
Get a gun that fits, I think, is the thing as well. Like, I've got a friend of mine who's shooting at the minute. He's got an HA, and he's breaking targets better than ever.
Yeah,
but it fits him well.
It's all about the woodwork, isn't it? The woodwork's the one. If your woodwork fits, then that's the main thing.
So, James Ray, I just got on. Are you all recording this for future reference? We'll see what happens with it. I think so, but I'm not sure what the bitrate quality is going to be like. So, we should be posting it up. Might be a members only video though, so sign up to memberships when it starts. So, last one then from M. Harvey. I can get to Dolphin for approximately 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It will be a pleasure to meet and shoot with you, Brett. Just check it's on this week. Cheers, Michael.
Okay.
Michael Harvey.
Okay, Michael. So 7 p.m. I think it closes at 7, doesn't it?
I'd say we're getting dark.
It's
no. Don't know.
I think probably try to get there for like 6:30, but yeah, let's have a round together. What was Wednesday night? So
yeah, we'll be done filming at Webster.
We'll be done, but I'm shooting the British Open at 9 minutes past 9 on Thursday. So
yeah, but
we might be going to stay at Charlie's.
Of course, yeah.
So if you can get there earlier, do that, and we'll shoot together. And just comment now. Closes at 8:30. Okay.
Are you on Instagram, Michael?
If you're on Instagram, give us a message and go from that.
Yeah, we'll organise it through that. And then I think that's it. I think we've covered everything. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching and coming to the first live stream. We've cobbled this together a bit, haven't we, Brett? So
yeah, I don't have any furniture in my house. I'm quite basic. But,
I brought loads of equipment, thinking we'll get all nice set up. And
I have a gym at home, and I've got the laptop sat on the the bench press. Yeah,
I think, but it's worked. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed it. Just one final question flown in there from Raving David 69. If that's
969.
Yeah, if you were raving, born in 69 and you're out raving, I like it. You just put, how many guns do you actually own?
My dad's got a few side-by-side guns, hammer guns that he likes, but I just have my Miraku. I've got a few on my ticket, but I don't know what they are. An Bretta Auto A400 I think I've got. But yeah, just the Miraku.
Yeah.
I don't really swap and change.
And if someone it's probably a good question that's just come up recently for me because I took my old gun out for a shoot. I haven't shot for ages and shot quite well with it, which was a bit annoying. But then somebody commented, never shoot, if you're competition shooting, don't be shooting other guns. What's your thoughts on that? Stick to like just your competition gun, don't be out faffing about with different guns.
Yeah, just stick to one thing. You know, why would you change your equipment? It's going to feel totally different. Every gun feels different, so just stick to your same gun and just practice with that. That's how you're going to get consistent, and that's how you're going to get better faster. Is sticking with the same stuff.
Cool. And on that note, guys, we'll wrap up.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dave Hughes. Good luck.
Dave.
Good luck for Thursday, and I hope you shot the sport trap better than me this morning, Dave. I had a nightmare. But yeah, so Dave there. What a top bloke Dave is.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, good luck, mate. And
thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and look forward to doing the next one.
Thank you.